Hi, so today we talk about wave management, one of the most important things about League. And if you don't know who I am, I'm somebody that teaches players how to improve by simplifying the game as much as possible, right? So everybody thinks wave management is crazy complicated, right? I'll prove that it's not. How? Well, because, in my opinion, right, wave management is only two things, right? You have a wave in your face, what do? You either push or you only last hit. And that's it. But Tori, you can freeze, you could slow push, you could do so many things. But if you freeze, you slow push, like you only last hit only anyway, right? It's like, why even worry about the execution and stuff when it's basically only last hitting and that's it, not pushing, right? So you only push or you don't push. And that's it. If you do that every wave, boom, that's wave management, right? Okay, but how the hell do we apply it in game now, right? That's what's important here. So I have plenty of examples. And one example is actually from one of my coaching sessions I had a few days ago. And I guess you could start with it, right? We could start with this example, right? So basically what we have here is a gym player that died in lane, right? And now he comes back to lane to this. You see this? This is what he comes back to, right? A huge wave on this turret. The next wave arriving very, very soon. If you look at the map, you can see much because of the YouTube overlay. And yeah, now the enemies, they want to recall, right? Kitten is like half HP, no items, Karma, no items, nothing, right? Cool. So step number one to make a decision what you need to do with the wave is to analyze kind of what's happening, right? And basically wave management is tied to the previous things I always teach people, right? Which is look at the map, extract information, make a decision with the information you have, right? And that's it, right? So when I teach people, I tell them to remember 4 steps, right? Step number 1, where are the enemies? What are they doing, right? In early game, it's very simple because mid laners are mid usually, top laners are top usually, whatever, don't care, right? But you'll look at enemy bot lane and enemy jungle, right? In this case, enemy bot lane, yeah, they want to recall. That's it. You just know they want to recall. Looks, it's obvious, right? If they don't, like, they're overstaying, they're inting, cool, right? But they want to recall. Okay? And enemy jungler, I don't know. He could be anywhere. Who cares? I don't know. You don't know that yet. So you assume they are both. You have no idea. Maybe, I don't know, right? It doesn't matter. Cool, that's the information we have about enemies. Information about allies. Well, me and John are here, right? And I'm jungler. Our jungler is top, so he's not gonna help us. Okay, cool. Step number 3 is to look at like objectives, right? Look at objectives. And here it's like minute 4 and 20 seconds, right? So you know Drake is coming soon at minute 5. Okay, so we have Drake soon. Enemy jungle could be anywhere. Our jungle is top. Enemy bot wants to recall. Cool, those are the first 3 steps. Extract information. And now step number 4 is to basically take that information and make a decision based on the wave, right? Or like, how do we manipulate it in the wave in such a way that it helps us do something good, right? And here I'm thinking, okay, this wave, right, the current wave, well, you just gotta grab it, right? It's under your turret, you're gonna grab the wave. Yeah, that's it. Right? You can't do much. Just grab it as best as you can, whatever, right? But after you clear this, right, you clear the last minion, now you pause for a second and you analyze the map again. Enemy jungler, mid. Enemy bot, recalled. Our jungle, top, actually mid, right? Drake spawning soon. Okay. Should I, based on the information I have, shove the wave instantly or only last hit? Right? That's it. That's all there is to it. That's all you have to do. Just think about this. Right? That's all you need to do. That's League wave management. It's that simple, right? So let's think about what happens if you only last hit. Right? If you last hit only, you're going to create a wave on your side here. You're going to slow push here, right? You're just going to slow push. And that's about it. And with a slow push, what can you do? Well, not sure, right? It's like, it's kind of what's going to happen. But if you shove here instantly, what's going to happen? Well, you're going to shove this wave instantly because you have the power. It's only a not cannon wave. You have your Q. Like you can, first of all, ping your Janna to shove. You have the green ping you can do. And Janna is going to help you shove it instantly with like her Q or W basic attacks. And this wave is going to like 5 seconds, right? And then, I'll actually pull up my map here. If you look at this, enemies are kind of their way, right? Jungler there. Okay, there's a fight. They're spawning soon, right? You just shove this wave, tell your support to help you shove the wave. And then the wave is gonna crash because, again, remember, like the next wave just started to spawn in base. You have plenty of time to crash this. Right? It's just plenty of time. They just recalled. There's no doubt about it. And if you push, it's like You push these, and then guess what? The Drake is spawning. You can move up. You can move up, get some nice vision, maybe deeper vision. You have the balls to do it, right? Get vision, whatever. Janna does the same. And also, if there's action mid, right? Drake up. Who knows? They're gonna run towards Drake, or you never know what's gonna happen, right? But basically, you just go up, get vision, get prio, do your thing, and then just go back to your wave. When it reaches the middle, right? The waves are probably gonna crash in the middle, right? Mid in the middle. Katie loses the wave, you just pushed as well, which is great. And now it's like you're in a really good spot. Right? It's a good spot. You have good vision. You know Drake is spawning. Your jungler will see what they do on mid, and that's it, right? Cool, right? It's insane. But instead, look what we do here. Instead, we last hit only, right? I think I explained the same thing here, yep. Instead, we last hit only. We don't tell Janna what to do, so Janna just roams, right? And it's like we only last hit. Create a slow push here, right? And skip forward a bit, because I'm basically explaining those things. And now, look, even worse. Now they can kind of freeze the wave on you if they are very strong, right? Instead of if it's in the middle, they can never freeze, right? And now it's like you're kind of forced to take farm like that while Caitlyn's poking you, right? And now if you look on the map, I don't know where Udyr is, he could gank us, right? It's just so damn awkward because we didn't push when we had the opportunity. And look, we get ganked and we die, right? No. Right? Exactly, right? But let's look at an example where maybe pushing is not that good an option, right? So here we have a really similar situation. We died, we come back to base. And I don't know if he died, whatever you call it, who cares? And look, isn't this the same situation? Like, it's literally the same. Right? It's literally the same situation. We're back to lane and this is the wave. Right? But now if you look at the map, okay, enemy jungle is topside. Both objectives are up, Drake and Void Grabs, or Lilia and Janna are in base, they're pinging towards Void Grabs, so you assume they're gonna go topside, right? Which means on bot you're gonna be weak, or you're gonna be playing alone, then we bot and will come here soon. There's no way you can push this in time, because the other wave is coming and it's a cannon wave, right? So it's like, yeah, let's go forward a bit, maybe we're gonna get more info from like what Udyr is doing, because he's sitting on guard. Actually, in this case, he destroys the ward or whatever, so we don't know. But, you know, it's like Lilia and Janna are going top, and you don't know where Udyr is going to be, and you don't know where Karma is. So it's like, my prediction would be, like, my Lilia and Janna go Void Grabs, and the Udyr just swaps or, like, trades and gets Drake instead, right? But what's important here is that you're weak, right? So basically, if you don't know what to do in this situation, am I weak or strong in this situation? This is what you need to ask yourself. And here, it's like our jungle is playing topside. We don't know anything. So we are weak, we want to chill. Our support is not even here, we want to chill, right? Because otherwise we're going to die. And in this case, yeah, we just chill. We're just chilling, right? We are chill, we get more info. Now we see people fighting top, okay, right? And suddenly it's like, okay, we created a slow push in this case because we didn't have information. And now we have all the information we need. Janna is still bot, she didn't go Void Grabs apparently. But we saw Karma mid, we saw their top. It's like, okay, now Caitlyn, because we created a slow push, has to be extended here to farm the wave, right? And now it's like you ping Janna and she just ganks and you just kill enemy, right? In this case, Janna tried to gank, but our Jhin was too far, right? But that's why it's important to look at the map and analyze the games in such a way, right? And this only, you know, if he reacted to his gank sooner, we would have killed Caitlyn, right? But we wouldn't even had the opportunity if he didn't, if you, like in this case, if you just shoved, like a few moments ago, if you just shoved in that case, it's like the wave would be on her side and you never have the opportunity to gank her, right? So that's kind of what wave management does in this example, right? So let's go over to the next one. I don't want to stay on one for too long. So in League, you know, I said this was going to be a wave management guide, but I feel like so many concepts of League tie together that it's important to talk about some things as well, like for example level 2 fight, right? The way I play the game is I try to push the first 2 waves fast so I get level 2 faster than my enemies and I win the lane level 2. That's what I do most of the time, right? So here I'm basically doing that, right? I'm just hitting the waves, maybe poking her a bit, doesn't matter. And here the moment is like the moment one of my minions, like I can need one more minion to get level 2 in this case, right? I start walking up, right? I just start walking up. We walk up together, right? And you see how we just destroyed them already. And this minion dies while we fight, and we get level 2 while we fight. It's like, they can't do anything, right? It's because we are in control of the wave. We know we want to push for level 2, and we leave the minion wave while we're level 1, so they don't expect us. So we're level 2 in their face. If they wanted to go in on us here, we would have completely won, right? But they backed off. But still, we got a good trade. We got lane control, right? And what's even better now is the fact that after you clear the last some caster minions, right, you can just go place a ward in the tribush. Boom. So now we pushed, we are level 2, we are ahead, we can poke, right? We have good vision. And from here, it's like we just poke MF if she gets too close, right? It's like, it's so cool what you can do, like what certain advantage you can create if you manage, like if you control the wave in a proper way, right? And this is what I try to do every game. Sure, sometimes you can't. Next few examples, it's a situation where I'm playing against Draven, right? I can't do this because it's just much stronger early game, right? So I'm gonna get over that in a bit. But this is the situation where you have the control and how you need to learn how to play aggressive, right? So now, basically, skip forward a bit here. I was just basically last hitting only in this situation, just poking MF for free. But now it's like, oh, look, we placed the ward, this is coming, right? Yeah, basically that's what happened, right? And because we were pushing, we were aggressive, we can also like get control of the river, go in the river, stop Udyr from doing the crab, right? And it's just go mid, right? Go mid and kill enemy, right? That's what we do. And then Udyr comes again, I'm still mid, kill enemy, right? Why can I do that? Well, because I was playing for level 2. And I kept the wave on their side in this case, because I was so strong, right? It's all tied to that. Anyway, fast forward a bit. My Braum gets caught here, 1v3 happens, right? So now we talk about what to do next. In this case, well, now they got control of the wave, so they're gonna push. So I'm gonna chill patiently under turret and wait for the wave, right? And here, we're just gonna farm the wave under turret. And that's kind of how it, right? That's it, right? And we're gonna have a good example of something you could do here to optimize this situation further, but not right now. And now we have the same situation as the person I coached, right? Wave is here. What to do? Right? What to do? So I'll let the clip play, right? Here I chose slow pushing. Why? Well, it's because if you look, right, on the map, our middle is getting destroyed, right? Our top laner has no prior. I mean, that's not important. Screw top lane early game. That's not important, right? They're coming back from bot. Our enemy jungle is top. Our jungle is top, right? Enemy jungle is mid, whatever. And now it's like, do we push or not? So here I chose to not push because with the information I have, especially now that you see Udyr going bot, right? It's like enemy jungle bot, our jungle top, both objective up. So it's like, if you go Drake here, we are 2v3, right? And if you play aggressive here, we are 2v3, because they could just abandon Drake if they see us push. And because if I wanted to push here instantly, the wave would probably not crash, because the other wave is coming so soon, and I would be like playing under their turret. And they could just say ignore Drake, kill Jinx in the Jinx bot lane, right? So in this case, we just slow push. We just last it only, and that's about it. I just last it. That's it. Right? And when they do Drake, they also lose minions, a little bit of minions, right? And that's kind of it. So you can do much. Remember, if your jungler is top, you chill. If your jungler is bot, you can go crazy, right? Or if you see them jungler bot and your jungler top, in this case, right, you are weak, chill. When weak, chill. When you're strong, go crazy. That's pretty much the easiest way to look at it, right? Okay. So, next up, you see how we control the wave. Now we slow push the waves on our side. And now, after a while, Lydia does the void grabs, and they do the Drake, right? But it's like the enemies really can't do much. They can't really get to the minion wave, right? They're playing on our side. It's very hard for them to do anything. And eventually what happens, okay, the wave will slow push, right? And now it's like suddenly our jungle is bot. We are strong. We created a really, really nice slow push. Guess what? We just start pinging that we can go in. Lydia starts to gank here, right? Hey, look, just we can kill enemy, right? Why can we do that? Well, because we control the wave in such a way that we can just do this, right? We're just allowed to do this for free. And now we just dive the MF as well, right? For free. And yeah, life is good. Look how many minions they lose. We get played. Suddenly it's like we are control of the game, right? And then we get ganked by Udyr eventually, right? Silas is here as well, but in this case, it's like even if we die here, it's still worth it because they lost so much, but they got blades, we got so many things. And Akali could just push mid and get plates. But in this case, it's just funny and we just escape somehow and get a double kill, right? It happens, this such as League, right? This is where like mechanics come into play, but they are not important because even if you don't play this well, you just win anyway. You just won. It's worth it as a team, right? Okay. And now we come back to the wave. It's a big wave. MF ults, cool. And now, what do we do here? Okay. So, basically always look at the map, get information. Lilia bot. Enemy jungle could be anywhere. And then in bot lane, well, MF wants to recall. And she just used ulti, so she's very weak. We know that information, right? What do we do with the information now, right? That's the question. In this case, you see me, I'm starting to push. Let's be aggressive, right? So we just push the wave, okay? Because we know they're weak. But while doing this, I look at the map and again, you know, before I started this whole thing, I was like, hey, Lilia is bot. Oh, well, she moved top, right? So now it's like, okay, we push the wave. Let's maybe try to get vision then, right? If you're weak and you still push the wave, like I did here, at least let's get vision in the meantime, right? Let's not do let's not waste time. So we just get vision, right? And now it's like MF still didn't recall, I think, or did she? I don't even remember. Yeah, she still didn't recall, right? I saw her, so I keep pushing because, hey, MF is weak, we are strong to Vitsu because she's weak. And if Udyr is bot, we have wards now, right? So you can just push. But now it's like, okay, I'll get them up again. Oh, Lilia is bot. Now it's like, oh, we could do things. In this case, I think we just get the plate, right? I'm pushing next. I want to get the plate. Pretty sure that's what happens. And yeah, we just get the plate here. Very nice. And now we get vision control because we are pushing. And now we analyze the map again, right? Analyze the map again. Here we realize MF recalls, right? So this is basically when we should start talking about wave, like recall timers, because I want to talk about recall timers in this video as well. So basically, you see how MF just goes back. This kind of tells me she wants to recall, right? And here, because I realized that, I'm looking at this wave and it's like, okay, this wave is on their side. It's even wave, right? So natural is going to push towards us, right? We know that because then minions will arrive sooner to the fight. So I'm like, okay, they recalled. So how about I just recall as well? If I recall here, it's going to slow push towards me. So they lose way more minions than I lose. And I get to recall for free. Because if I don't recall now, I'm going to be fighting them with 1,400 gold in my bank while they spend all their gold. That's not good, right? So I say I'm just going to recall. Just recall, call it a day. Come back, and guess what? I come back to a massive wave, right? It's very, very cool, very nice, right? Now suddenly we just get a wave, and hey, look, now we can fight. I'm strong. I spend my gold, and we just win, whatever, right? Just won the game. Cool. And after doing Drake, we have a wave to manage as well. This case, we decide to push because we want to recall, right? We just push, recall. Another time to recall is just push and recall. That's standard. Everyone knows that. I don't want to talk about it too much. I want to talk about some maybe advanced stuff that we might not know because, you know, I think you all know that, hey, look, you push a wave, you recall. That's kind of standard, right? You don't stay for plates. Staying for plates is bait. Never do it. It's bad because if you stay for plates, then you recall, they can push the next wave and they get a plate and you lose the wave, right? So push, recall. If you want to recall, push, recall, right? And now this is one we want to recall here and push to recall because our teammates are nowhere to be seen. They're way too far. So you want to kind of reset and go back and play with their tempo again, right? So now we are kind of on the same tempo. Everybody's doing things. Okay. So let's see what happens next. I mean, next I think it's just going to be mostly a stomp because we are so strong. We push, we get vision, get scatter, right? And now we see enemies bot. And now it's basically analyze the map again and see that Lilia is bot. And in this case I have Runan, so I have no choice but to push. But I do it slowly because I want Lilia to be able to come bot and help us in time, right? And in this case, it's like, you know, when you are like 11-0, you can do whatever, you can push, you win. So I think we kind of talked about this example enough, right? This is not really standard stuff. This is more unfettered or whatever, doesn't matter, right? So let's talk about this next example, which I think you're gonna find very interesting, because we're not gonna start from level 1. We're gonna start from this situation where we get ganked by our teammates, right? And after the gank, look at the wave. This is the lane state, right? So here, a lot of you would be like, oh, I need to recall. So I'm going to push and recall, right? But guess what? I keep spamming that do not touch the wave. Maokai, Nidalee, do not touch my wave. The wave is on their side. Error comes to gank again. Again, like we don't want to touch the wave. I ping, we don't want to touch it. And now, right, I just keep swamping it because he keeps touching the wave, right? And now he finally understood. This is the power of pings, by the way. We want to ping a lot. And now it's like the wave is just on their side. I clean up some minions, right? And it's going to slow push towards us, right? Recall. We come back to this. And look at the wave. You see? This is massive. Ashe lost so much. He's forced to play this aggressive. Imagine if neither Ezreal or Maokai would be here instantly. They would catch the Ashe. In this case, they're not. So we just get a big wave for ourselves. Right? This is massive. This is so good. I really like this. And now, because we have such a big wave, the next mirror wave arrived. The next waves crash close to our side. Right? And now Ashe has to play aggressive. Senna is top lane for some reason. I guess Void Grabs or whatever. Right? And now we see Maokai bot. So, hey, look. Hey, a gank could happen. Right? And we try to gank, she flashes out, cool. But now, with the information we had previously, Senna top, right? And Ashe being this low, we start to push. And Ashe had to recall, right? But we still see Senna mid, so we just prepare for a dive, right? We push, we are strong, we can play aggressive, just dive. And we just dive her, right? And it's kind of game over already. And from here, right, I just took another plate, cleaned up this wave. I'm just recalling, right? The next wave is coming soon, but we don't want to get it, like it's on their side anyway, it's gonna slow push towards us anyway, we don't need to worry about it, right? And in this case, Ashe just goes in random places, so I'm just gonna push and get more plates, because Ashe is not even here, right? So yeah, this is not that much of a normal game, now enemies are tilted, so you can just push and move around, kill enemy, right? And then eventually just go back to bot or like swap with somebody, right? And that's it. Cool. Next example. And now we're talking about examples where Draven exists. And the lane is way harder. We can do crazy shenanigans like we just did right now. Right? So basically we already talked about like the situation where enemies, you know, we try to contest level 2. And we are strong level 2. But in this case, I show an example where you shouldn't really go for that. Like here, I'm trying to do level 2 things, right? And it's like cool, right? It's working, but it's like not really. We lost too much HP, and now we're gonna fight again, and we're just gonna die, right? So in this game, I should have said, okay, we're not stronger than them. I'm Jinx early, they're Draven early. They just have too much damage, package damage as well. This is bad, right? So I should have let them push, and this is what's gonna happen in the next example. But for now, let's look at an example where I messed up, because I'm human, it's normal, right? So let's see how we handle the wave now, because that's what's important, not what happened. You should worry about, after something bad happens, worry about what to do next. And here, let's try to worry about what to do next, right? So this wave is pushing towards us. We are weak, we want to play on our side of the lane, so we just let it push towards us, right? That's all we had to do here, right? Just chill, let it push slowly. Make sure it doesn't crash. In this case, it's perfect, right? Just 1 minion crash, that doesn't matter. And now we're just going to play chill, play safe, right? Get some minions to eventually push. But now, because we play so safe, we had Viego bot, he might have a gank angle, right? And gank angle we have. Boom, right? But imagine here, I was like, oh, big wave, I'm going to push. That's what a lot of people do. Automatically, big wave push. No. Especially if you are weak, don't default to pushing. It's not good. And here, because we just let it come towards us, we slow push. Not we slow, we just only last it, right? But basically what happens. Basically, like this is when I talked about in the beginning, like slow push or freeze, doesn't matter. Here it's a freeze, but who cares? I only last hit. It's the same. Like you don't need to worry about it. It's just last hit. You're weak, last hit, or like basically that's the rule, right? So now we got this, and because we killed them, we just push, right? I think we did ping our jungler to help push, probably, I don't know, whatever, he helped us anyway. And now we just push recall, right? Very standard. Cool. Now let's go back to wave. Let's see, they're pushing towards us, Viego is top. Again, chill, just chill, let them push slowly, farm under turret, we are chilling, right? We think we could get ganked. In this case, hey, look, enemy jungle is bot. So maybe try to help, shenanigans happen, whatever. That's not important. I think I'm dead, then they get stuff done, right? Whatever, right? Again, mistakes happen, it is what is the team game. Viego got caught by a Momo, happens, right? And the middle roamed faster. It is what it is, right? It happens. So, we go to the wave and see what's next, basically, right? So, this is a situation very similar to what we had in the beginning of the video. The wave is here, next wave coming, what do we do, right? If you look at the map, our jungler top, Pyke is top, Amumu top. Okay, so Draven is alone on bot lane. Cool, right? We know that. Void grabs are up, so enemies are going void grabs, right? I'm kind of pinging here Viego to go Drake, but I realize he's not gonna do it because he's got stuff to do top, and he dies, whatever. So instead, okay, everybody stop, let's dive Draven. Like, let's just dive Draven, I'm pinging here, right? I'm just pinging. Right, and we just try to dive Draven and he's pretty much dead, right? Because he's playing alone like a moron, right? And we recognize that. So that's why we pushed the wave, right? Because if you slow push here in this situation, you don't kill Draven. Right? You build up a big wave and then what? Nothing, right? You just push and just kill him, right? That's it. And then here, I only want to talk about wave management really, but here I got greedy to kill the rest of the minions and I could have recalled right here. Instead I tried to run away, try to fight them like a moron, just run, right? I made a mistake again. You know, you see how many mistakes I'm making, but it doesn't matter because you can still do things. You can still do things if you mess up, right? By wave controlling better than the enemy. Okay, so this is another very similar situation, right? And in this case, our jungler top, enemy jungle nowhere to be seen, enemy bot nowhere to be seen. I have no clue. I'm weak. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna chill. So I ping my Bram to not hit the minions and I'm just gonna chill. They were doing Drake, right? Imagine we pushed and then Drake was being done. They do Drake, we are pushed in and now I'm walking Gank us for free. Now, that would be so bad. Instead we just let them push, play on our side of the map, right? We don't want to go too crazy. We are weak right now, remember. And we still see a move bot there. Okay, and also another thing when you play on your side of the map, right? It's like you can kind of poke them for free a lot of the times. It's fun. You see Amumu is here, right? So another thing I want to talk about here. This is maybe a bit more advanced than I wanted to be in this video. But when you have a wave coming like this, and the enemy minion wave under your turret, right? There's more to it than just last hitting right now, right? You see how... not here, this is stupid. This here, right? You see like the turret hit the minion once, and I'm not hitting the minion right away. I'm waiting for the turret shot to hit, to proc again, right? And then I take it, right? So what do I do it? You see the same with this one, right? Same with this one. Why do I do it? Well, because if you do that, the waves naturally will meet closer to your side because you allow your minions to walk up and catch up to this wave, right? So you see how the minions are stopping here now. So naturally the minion wave will not meet in the middle, will meet closer to your turret. Right? That's one thing you can do to optimize wave management a bit better, right? So always remember that if you are weak, want to play close to your side, you can do that always, right? In this case, a fight happens again. We are close to our turret, so we can get here faster than the enemies because Amumu is inting, right? But if you were pushing, or the wave would meet in the middle, we would not be here in time, and I think Amumu would have escaped, right? Again, like wave management is everything, right? We get rewarded with the shutdown. So now we have Amumu here. So now Amumu, that's Viego. And let's see what we do, right? So in this case, Viego doesn't want to gank, and we are 2v2. So I decide let's just play it slow, right? And deny the minions. If you just keep the wave in the middle, right? They can't really do much right now. They don't have a jungler, our jungler is bot, they are afraid of our jungle. I'm just gonna keep the wave in the middle. Again, I'm still on the mindset of they are kind of strong, I wanna chill. So I'm not gonna push into them like non-stop, I don't wanna play on their side. So I'm just gonna stay in the middle, right? And just chill. And that makes Draven very angry, and he ults the wave. And because he ults the wave like a moron, right? And Pyke is low HP now, and you see him recalling there, I have all the information I need to make a decision. That decision? Recall. Right? The wave is pushing towards us, and they recalled. Just freeze the wave like here, right? Just recall, right? And you could pick your support to while you recall to get them cannon like this, right? They're going to get a minion for it, right? And we just can't keep the minion wave there, right? And it's just so chill, right? Even if Braum doesn't hold it, you can ping your Braum or like your support to hold it for you. Even if they don't, you still catch so many minions at their turret. It's massive, right? And again, the wave is here. Draven cannot even get close now, right? And now it's just the 2v2 that happened, which is funny. Vego's here as well, right? Cool. And why is this happening? Well, because the wave was on our side. We got so many more minions than him, and now he's dead. We can push again and just recall, and he loses a massive wave, right? So now it's like, remember how many times we died in the early game against this Draven? Like, he's got 3 kills, bro. Like, he should have snowballed and carried. Like, he's got the same amount of items as me anyway, right? But I have like 30 more minions, right? It's like, that's how you win lanes. Not through combat, mechanics and stuff, just wave management. That's it, right? And I don't think it's that difficult to follow. You're weak, you chill. You're strong, you go crazy. That's the rule. It's that simple, right? And you can slightly optimize things with, you know, taking slower under turret and so on, right? Those are the things. Okay, next example. So here we have Senna, blind pick into Draven. Was it Nautilus? Yes, right? So here, again, I made the same mistake. I want to go level 2. Don't go level 2, Tony. Chill, right? I want to go level 2. And why is that? Because, yeah, we go level 2 at the same time as them, but hey, look, we don't win. Right? We don't win. They run us down, okay? So we don't do that. Okay, so now let's talk about what happens next. They're gonna push, of course. Of course, they're gonna push. And it looks like they back off. And they back off to recall, most likely, right? So I'm gonna W the brush, right, just in case. And now because I know the recalled, I'm just picking Senna to push. Help me push, right? The wave and next wave is not even spawned yet. I know they recall because I checked here, they're not here. So I just ping my Senna to push, and we push and we get out because I was low mana and everything, right? And that's really good. And now they're gonna slow push towards us. So we get so many minions for free. And here we get pumping, so I mute. Oh yeah, what happened here is very funny. This is gonna happen in all of the games. Gwen is pushing, right? Your jungle is pushing into the enemy jungle. While you recall, then you have no prio, and mid has no prio, right? This happens in solo queue. If you get pumping by your jungle because you were not there, you just mute, right? You can't do anything more. Anyway, so we just continue the trend of playing slow right now. We know we are weaker, you know, they're stronger. We just play under turret, chill, right? Farm as best as we can. Okay. And you see I'm trying to take the minions slow again. Same trick. So the wave at least kind of crashes closer, right? We don't have to risk that much because they're still waiting in that brush, right? So like Draven was, Nautilus could be, but in this case he's mid. And because I saw him mid right now, I was kind of trying to poke Draven a little bit. And I think I got like a couple basic attacks on him, right? Always want to do that if he's alone. But now Nautilus is coming back, so we want to chill again, right? Chill, chill, chill. That's all there is here. And you see how I'm taking minions slowly here, just waiting under turret, right? And now the wave is perfectly in position for me to just play, and they can't do much about it, right? I can just farm here, they can deny me, right? I miss a minion like a moron, anyway. Okay. And you see how suddenly, if I push, right, and if the minions reach the under turret and we push too fast, it's like suddenly, you see how the wave is kind of bad, right? Well, yeah, that's a mistake, right? When it comes to letting your minions, enemy minions come here, you don't want them to be too close because then run it down under your turret and you start pushing again. That's not good. In this case, though, I'm lucky because Draven can never freeze. Draven players can't freeze because they have access to juggle. And in this case, like, we should behave more. Senna is going too aggressive. Nautilus gets a hook, right? And she dies, but at least Draven players are crazy. So he dives. But now it's like enemy team is slaying Drake. I cannot push this, right? Draven is dead, so I kind of want to fight Nautilus and push this. But the moment I just don't know where Kha'Zix is, or even better, I see him doing Drake, I decide let's just peace out. It's on their side, it's gonna push towards us, I don't need to push it in. Just chill, right? And we come back to a massive wave as well, which is really nice. It's very good to see. Here I'm gonna take the wave slowly, you see, this very, very, very slowly. Okay, like that. And now the wave is on my side, in case they are there or there. And I think in this case they're in that brush, right? And because, you know, I'm not supposed to play in the middle there, I don't have to walk up that far, right? And this guy, never mind, he was behind me. Even then, like, he was behind me. I had time to escape, right? Because the wave was closer to my side in this case. So that's good, always. And now what happens next? Let's see. I don't remember what happens from here. I have no clue. I guess we're still playing slow. Right. And you see how, like, playing slow like this, I just get so many minions for free. It's so good. They never can freeze. They never can control the wave. I'm just chilling. The wave is always on our side, so they cannot do anything. They're always overextended, right? If our jungler wasn't dying non-stop and playing for bot and they were like the Jarvan or something, like this Draven could just get ganked non-stop, right? So that's the idea in this game. I just try to set up for ganks, play slow, allow us ourselves to be ganked, right? But in this case, you know, it never happens. Senna keeps checking for some reason, try to try Nautilus for some reason, right? And keeps dying. And now the wave is kind of over for me, unfortunately. So yeah, but it's like, it's a team game, remember. Just because I did the right things, it doesn't mean it's gonna work out every time, right? So don't be discouraged if you try something, you slow push when you're weak, or you try to freeze under your turret most of the time when you're weak, and nothing happens. Well, it's a team game, I remember, okay? So yeah, those are some examples. That's basically all I want to talk about. We talked like 30 minutes already anyway. So if you have any questions, like, please let me know. I want to clarify a couple things. For example, turret plates, right? You never stay for turret plates. Screw those. Turret plates are only for when you're winning and you can push and can get an advantage from pushing and hitting turret, right? That's when you get turret plates. When you kill them, just shove and recall. That's the easiest way. Or if the wave is on their side, you can't really push, the next wave is coming too soon. Just recall there, it's going to slow push towards you. Like, we had many examples of that happening, right? Or like, if your teammates gank you, just pumping them off the wave in this situation, and just recall when their wave, they have more minions on their side of the map. It's just going to slow push into you, and boom, you get such a big wave. And now the Ashe is supposed to play aggressive, and she gets caught because of it, right? So these are like the most important things you just should remember, right? And same with the examples we had in this game, right? There's a wave under my, I die or I recall and I come back, and there's a wave on my turret, right? And next wave is here. Okay, do I have time to push this? Do I push this? Do I not? Just look at your jungler, enemy bot lane, if they recalled soon or not, if the next wave is coming soon or not. Make a decision, right? How to make a decision? Think about what happens in both situations. Do I push? What happens? Do I not push? What happens? And choose what's best, right? And you have plenty of time to think about this when? Well, in the time you go from base towards the lane, it's like you have 30 seconds of thinking you can do. You can just think for 30 seconds. Instead of looking mid here, you should look at the bot wave, look at what they're doing, they're low, they want to recall or not, what your jungle is, when the enemy jungle is, what objective is up, Drake is up maybe, right? And make a decision on what to do when you reach here, because otherwise you're going to reach here, right? And you don't know what to do. And instead of pushing, you just slow push, and then you're just screwed because you just get ganked, because now you're forced to play on their side of the map and they could freeze on you and you just ruin your game like this, right? This is the easy way to lose the lane, right? So let's not make that mistake again, because yeah, it's very easy to prevent, right? I would say it's very straightforward. Okay. If you have any questions, leave a comment, ask me on Twitch. I'm streaming every day at twitch.tv/Tonirel. Meet me there, or just join our Discord channel. I'm going to show you the Discord channel. It's amazing. Yeah, it's very cool. Very, very nice. I post stuff, announcements, a bunch of things. People chat here a lot. Look at that. Guten Morgen. Wow, right? Feel free to join. Link in the description as well. Hopefully it helped. Take care. See you next time.